Hey guys, David here. So with my last video out the way, we kind of did a closure to the summer season, and I got to tell you guys what I liked, what I didn't like, what I did, what I didn't do, what I learned, I did not learn. I still want to make vlog type of videos, but I want to do it better. So from what I learned in making videos in the summer, I learned there's a lot of things I do and do not do, which makes it easier and not easier, if that makes sense in a way. But I want to make more vlog YouTube videos in the future here and there, kind of showing how things going with the car and everything else, and try to do a better job than what I did in the summertime. So for this video, as you guys read the title, we are going to be getting the BRZ ready for winter season. Unfortunately, this season I'm going to be driving in the winter again. I've driven this car in the winter for the past 3 winters, for 2020, 2021, 2022, but the 2023, 2024 winter I did not drive it, but I'm back to driving it again. Honestly, I like doing that because I don't know why. There's no point in parking it when it's really drivable in the winter. Knock on wood. And I just really miss when I don't drive my car for 6 months of the year. I like to drive it all year round, and people say that, you know, salt and whatever. In Saskatoon, there's not much salt here, so it's not really gonna rust things out, and as long as I take care of it and get things ready for it, it'll be fine. The only thing I do hate is the minus 30s. That's when it kind of like takes a toll on it. You know, it's harder to work because things are cold and it takes longer to get warmed up, but once it's warm, it's fine. Nothing too bad about it. Anyways, that's one thing I try not to do in the camera, is talk too much, which I'm doing right now. I'm talking too much, but that's okay. Anyways, gotta get started because anyways, we gotta get started because winter is here and it's already starting to snowfall, and by tonight and tomorrow it'll be like 5 centimeters snow. So we're back to that life again. You know, it was nice while it lasted, but now we're, you know, back in the snow seasons and the winter. If you can see in that footage, the snow is already starting to fall. It's very light, but slowly starting to build up, so we gotta get this done. First things first, let's jack up the car and loosen up the lug nuts. Also, as you can tell from my outfit, it is very cold. I'm all layered up. It gets cold here really quickly, which sucks, but that's okay. Okay, after a million years later, we got the front 2 wheels off, and looking at the aftermath of this year, basically. What we're gonna do is we're going to clean the coilover, just the components inside. We're gonna clean most of it, and then we're going to raise the coilover, loosen the sway bar links, and then finally put the winter wheels on, which I'll show you once I put it on. So this is what the coil looks like right now, all the way lower to 100% maximum lowerness it can go. This is what it is. We're gonna now do that the opposite way. We're gonna make it as long as possible. The coilovers that I'm running are the Tiny Flex coilovers. Those guys in their full extended version is actually an inch shorter than the stock suspension, but still pretty high, so around like 5 inches instead of 6 inches when you lower up all the way, but those go down 3 inches. One thing that I was also going to do was put some coil covers to protect it from the elements of the winter. I did that last couple years ago when I drove in winter, but unfortunately looks like I threw it out because I couldn't find it. They were really dirty and everything, and I was gonna, maybe I should wash or maybe not, but I think I just threw it away because I can't find it. So I'm gonna order some new ones, and then once they're in, I'll take the wheels off and put the coil covers on, clean the coil again and put it on, and then there'll be another extra layer of protection because I do want to sell these coils in the future for something at least, and get some BBCs or something that goes even lower, because that's what kind of life we're about. So let's get to raising now, shall we? Okay, so it's actually been an hour since that last clip, because trying to raise up the coilovers took forever, and it's gonna keep taking forever because I've only did the first front 2 and still have to do the rears. But yeah, we got it raised up all the way, did some anti-seize on both sides. Again, it took forever because they were stuck. The one on the driver's side was not spinning, so I had to like quickly spin somewhere else, and then it finally clicked together and it finally started raising again. But yeah, let's get the new winter wheels and tires on. As you can see here, we got the winter wheels and tires. The previous owner provided some winter wheels and tires. It's a Steely that's painted gold, which is pretty cool. It's kind of rusting around, but you know, it's not that bad. There's a little bit of a bump here somewhere right here because 4 years ago I went over a really bad pothole in the middle of winter and bent it, so I just hammered it back out to get as much as I could. But it's still pretty bent up-ish, but it's not letting out air, so can't complain. This is the Michelin X Ice. Previously came with the owner. For the rears, I'm using a different brand, Ahrix, because flat tire on the back, so I had to get some new 2-1s. And I wanted to stick to it cheap as possible, so that's what I did. Let's throw these guys on, see how they look. Oh, actually looks like I have to raise it up because it got too low. Okay, front 2 wheels are on, and boy, does it look like a squatted BRZ, which is kind of funny, but also check this out. That's high. Quite a good clearance, which I haven't had in years. I don't have to use the scissor jack saw anymore to raise that and then use my main jack saw. I can just use the main jack saw because it goes underneath because it's not that low anymore. But that said and done, now we have to do the rear, and I'm not looking forward to it because I don't know what kind of problems the rear are gonna cause. Hopefully not, but I know in the past it has, so raise that up, move on, do it. And as we're doing this, it is really snowing, eh? Check this out. I don't know if the camera is catching the snowflakes falling down, but yeah, it is pouring. Yay. It is 11 p.m. It has been 5 hours and we finally finished raising the car, putting on the winter rims and tires. Obviously calling it for today because I am done, got work, and the snow is just snowing on and it's keep going, so at least we got that done. Raising the car at the rear was not too hard. Everything seemed pretty good except that right rear one. It's only 4.5 finger lengths and the rest are exactly full 5 finger lengths, so I gotta raise that one up again if I can. I don't know why I wasn't letting before. It was pretty tough, but yeah, what I'm gonna do now is gonna go and order some over covers, and when they are here I'll put that on and raise up the rear as well, because we're gonna have to take off the wheels again and then put the cold cover on and put the wheels back on. We're gonna do that tomorrow. We're going to continue getting BRZ ready for the winter. I just need to do a couple of more things and I'll be good to go and officially ready for the minus 30, and also clean it. Also give you guys a little bit of a drive, see what it's like first time on the snow. Okay, so this is day 2 of prepping the BRZ for winter. I've already driven it today to work and back, but that's okay. The main thing is that the winter wheels are on and it's raised up all the way. That's good. One other issue I came across today while coming into work is, unfortunately, which I hate to see, the windshield washer fluid hose is leaking again. It's not fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it drain out all the way, because the fluid that's inside right now is like 4 years old, because I don't really use washer fluid, so it doesn't really matter to me. Otherwise, once it's fully empty, I'm going to try to reseal it again and then add some more washer fluid and go from there. But for now, we're going to be changing the taillights back to the stock taillights, because I don't want the Valentis to be in the minus 30 weather. It's gonna happen very, very soon and they easily break, and one of mine is already broken, so I don't want to break it any more further, so let's get to it. So here's the aftermath of what just happened. So this is the Valenti taillight that has 4 connectors, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's missing because it's on my hand. What happened is every time I put it on and take it out and put it on, which is every yearly, looks like the bolts get stripped and stripped even more. And this bolt right here got stripped really bad, and you can see it's just absolutely messed up. And I think it's kind of my fault because I do over tighten it sometimes, and I try not to, but then I do it without even knowing. Luckily I had some extractor bolts, so I got the right size and to hook up to this, and finally took it out. While taking it, I also took out the actual connector itself, so I'm just gonna screw this back on here and then go to Subaru and get some more of this taillight bulbs, get some fresh ones if they sell them. Hopefully they do. It's a little bit of snow. Hopefully it doesn't do too much. It doesn't damage anything. I don't think it will. These guys are waterproof. My plan is to sell this when summertime comes. It's in used shape for sure, but it definitely could be sold for maybe 150 each, or in online they go for 250 each. So maybe if I can sell for 150 or close to 200, and then people can just lowball me and then find the middle, we can do that. But yeah, now that's done, let's go and just to the other one and get this over with, because I haven't slept more than 5-6 hours in the past 2 days and I am tired. So the stock taillights are on. It took way longer than an hour when it should have only taken like 10 minutes, but obviously that's me. If you don't know what the stock taillights look like, just search it up. Now we're gonna put everything back together. We're gonna put the essentials in the trunk, starting off with the most important one, because I need to see, is the snow brush, little scraper in the back. We're gonna throw that in there, gonna need that. Another thing I'm gonna like to keep is some Rain-X de-icer, just in case, you know, de-ice some stuff, because in case it gets bad. And this is like the small version. There's a bigger version, but my friend who works at the place I bought this from said there's a smaller version, so I took that instead. The exhaust silencer, I always keep this with in summer or winter, because, you know, just in case there's a cop or I'm just being too loud and I want to be quiet. Throw that on along with the clippers so I can put this on, because without these clippers it is impossible to put this on. Least but not least is a shovel. So we got the shovel a couple years ago in case we get stuck and we need to shovel. We can do that. I've never had to use this and I hope not to use it, but in case I do have to use it, it's there. Just in case, you know, if you get stuck or something. Hope not, but you never know, so we're gonna put this in here too. And that's kind of the essential things that goes in the trunk. Usually if it's super icy out there, I would like to put one of my stock wheels in the trunk to give it some weight to the rear, but honestly it doesn't really make much of a difference, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Next up is the floor mats. Obviously the ones I have on for summer are carpet, but for winter we're gonna go with the rubber one. I have two. The one is the original one and the other one is from a different car that I cut it to fit it, which is much bigger and honestly much better, which I'll show you right now. First things first, we got the ones for the rear. I don't really use the rears, or a lot of people go in my car in the back, so it doesn't matter, so I just throw it in the back. So over here we got the stock, well, the ones that came from the car originally, floor mats. It's kind of shaped like a tire tread pattern. Gonna throw that on. And then finally, before my battery dies, this is gonna be the bigger piece from a different car. This one covers more area. Just like the way it looks. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna clean it right away here because I didn't do it when it was warm up, because I'm an idiot. So here we are in day 3. The coil covers have arrived nice and quick, so we're gonna put that on. Afterwards we're going to be softening suspension, because now with the snow and the ice building up, it's just very bumpy, so we need some smooth driving experience. We're not low and steady on the ground anymore, so we don't have to be static. We can be more rally style and go from there. Here we got the coil covers on. They're a 14-inch, which should be enough to cover the whole coil. The main thing is the threads that won't be colored. It's the ISC brand, I think. That's not CSI. ISC brand. Just whatever cheap brand I could find that's gonna be shipped quickly, and this was the one. And they supplied us some zippers, because the last coilovers I bought, they didn't have zippers, so I had to go and get some zippers. So that's really good, because I already have extra ones over there. But whatever. So let's throw this on. Okay, the coil covers are on, and it was nice and easy. Didn't take too long. It's just me procrastinating as usual in each wheel. But we got that down. Hopefully that's good to go, and we'll have to come back to that in the summertime when we lower again. So right now what we're gonna do is gonna take this tool that comes with the coilover kit. This is what adjusts the stiffness on the suspension, and we're gonna quickly turn, I believe, let's say 12 clicks to the soft side, which is the left, because it is up all the way to its 100% stiffness. So we're going to be going to now stock, or even more than stock, beyond the stock softness form, if that makes sense. And just like that, the coilover is now back to being soft. I'm going to play around with it, see if that's soft enough or not soft enough, or leave it how it is. So I'm going to be a little bit of tuning on that end outside this video. We'll see what happens. So otherwise, that's really it for the BRZ. It is ready to tackle the winter, avoid some snow piles, and just drive on until the summer comes along, because we have lots of ideas for that. Otherwise, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So this Monday it started snowing, and that's when I got the wheels and everything changed up, and today is Saturday, so it's been 4 days since then, and it's gotten worse. It's still snowing again. This weekend we're expecting 10 centimeters to 15 centimeters of snow, which is insane. Yay. So more snow.